Hi guys, I hope you're having a fabulous day. We're going to go ahead and get started with our PebbleGo. So what you are going to be doing is we're going to be learning about maps, and you should already know that because that is on our what, how, and why. And then you also have a vocabulary slide that is a preview of what you're going to be learning in this PebbleGo. So make sure you're also listening to that vocabulary before you're watching this PebbleGo video. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. What is a map? Okay, so we are on tab 1, a useful tool. Maps are tools that help you find your way. They're like pictures of the world taken from above. Some maps show cities, streets, and buildings. Other maps show mountains, rivers, and lakes. If you look over here to the side, here is a map. And notice there is a title. It's called the National Mail, Washington, D.C. Then there is a key. Okay, so this key tells you what is on this map. I know if it's blue, that's a place of interest. I know if it's yellow, it's a museum. I know if it's this like light cream color, it's a park or grassy area. And then two lines put together is a road. Here is the actual picture of what that place looks like. And then this is what it looks like in map form. Here's another thing you're going to learn is cardinal direction. And cardinal direction is a compass. It's north, south, east, and west. So let's listen to that one more time just so I know I've grasped what a useful tool is and why maps are important.
Maps are tools that help you find your way. They are like pictures of the world taken from above. Some maps show city streets and buildings. Other maps show mountains, rivers, and lakes.
All right, so city streets, buildings, mountains, rivers, and lakes. Let's move on to tab 2, history.
History.
Okay, so the history. People have used maps for thousands of years. The oldest maps were carved in stone. They show mountains and caves. Today, maps are made with computers. GPS systems show maps of any place you travel. Okay, carved and GPS are on your vocabulary slide, but let's review those really quick. So what does carved mean?
Carve. To cut a shape out of wood, stone, or other material.
All right, so if I'm carving in a tree, I have a scissors or a knife and I'm digging in that tree, maybe writing my initials. I'm making a shape in the wood. It could be a picture. I'm carving a pumpkin. I'm with my scissors or my knife. I'm physically cutting out a shape on that pumpkin.
History.
Now GPS.
GPS. An electronic tool used to find the location of an object. GPS stands for Global Positioning System.
All right, so GPS stands for Global Positioning System. We have GPSs on our phone. We have them in our car. They help us find a location. They are an automatic map. So I can just literally type in the address in my GPS and it's going to take me there. It's a map to show me how do I get to my next location. Let's go back to history and review.
History. People have used maps for thousands of years. The oldest maps were carved in stone. They showed mountains and caves. Today, maps are made with computers. GPS systems show maps of any place you travel.
All right. So we're using our GPSs so we know where to go. Next tab, features.
Features.
All maps have some things that are the same. All maps show cardinal direction. That's what I just told you. North, south, east, and west. Maps also show places in the real world, but the places are drawn small enough to fit on paper. So this world is huge. We can't draw the whole world or where we need to go. So a map is condensed. It's smaller. It still shows where everything is, but it is smaller. Remember, cardinal direction is north, south, east, and west. Again, north, south, east, and west. Here is a map over here off to the side. Again, it has a title, Island, Pond, Vermont. Then it has a key. I know that this little guy is a store because the key tells me. I know that this little guy right here is a church because the key tells me. So it's very, very important. We have a title, we have the key, and we have cardinal direction, so we know if we're going north, south, east, or west. Next slide, symbols.
Symbols.
Maps use symbols to stand for real places. A blue line stands for a river. A triangle stands for a mountain. Look at the key to see what each symbol means. Okay, this is all they're talking about. These little guys are symbols. So I know if it's a squiggly line, it's a river. I know if it's a star, it's a capital. I know if it's a dot, it's a city. Those are symbols. So the dot is the symbol, but that stands for a city. So any dots over here on our map, those are going to be cities. Any stars over here on our map are going to be capitals. That's why we have to have a key, right? So we know what those things stand for. And symbols and key are also on your vocabulary review slide, so make sure you are listening to that slide. Okay, tomorrow you're going to be actually creating your own map, and you're going to have a title. You're going to have a key. You're going to have 2 locations and cardinal direction. But I have full faith in you that you were going to rock it from this PebbleGo. This PebbleGo has everything you need to be successful. So let's wrap up symbols one more time.
Maps use symbols to stand for real places. A blue line stands for a river. A triangle stands for a mountain. Look at the key to see what each symbol means.
All right, just like I said, here's our key, and our symbols are right by the descriptions. Okay, the last tab, using maps.
Using maps.
I'm going to let the slide read it this time.
People use maps in many ways. Road maps help people travel to new places. Political maps show where states and countries are. A globe shows how Earth looks from space.
One more time.
People use maps in many ways. Road maps help people travel to new places. Political maps show where states and countries are. A globe shows how Earth looks from space.
All right, so I'm sure a lot of you know what a globe is. It's in Miss Winston's classroom. She actually has 2. So a globe is just like the Earth, but in a smaller version. It shows lakes, it shows oceans, it shows countries, it shows states, it shows everything that is on Earth, but in a smaller condensed area. Just note there are road maps. Those road maps help me. Maybe I'm trying to go to Austin and I don't know where I'm going. That road map is going to tell me where I need to go. A political map shows where there's different countries and states. Those are the 2 different maps. Okay, guys? And a globe is all of the Earth, just in a smaller version. Let's go ahead and watch the video, then review. So this is a road map. Look, if you're following the triangle, that's what it looks like on my GPS in my car when I'm going somewhere. I just have to follow the triangle, and if I follow the triangle, there's a great chance I'm going to get to the second location I need to get to on time. Sometimes I get lost, but I just plug it in my GPS, right? My online map. And there you go. That's what a GPS kind of looks like. Let's review.
A useful tool.
So maps are a useful tool because they show us how to get to places. They show us mountains, rivers, and lakes. They show us cities and streets.
History.
People have used maps for a really long time, right? They are a GPS system, and a GPS system just shows us how to get to the next location.
Pebble features.
And the features on a map include a title, include a key, include cardinal direction. Cardinal direction is what? North, south, east, west, okay? Those 3 things at least. That's what you have to do in 2nd grade and what you're going to have to do tomorrow.
Symbols.
And then symbols. Symbols are a picture that represents something. So if I'm looking over here on this map, the key, I know a river is going to be a squiggly line. I know a capital is a star. I know a city is a dot. And anytime I see a dot on this map, that means a city.
Using maps.
And then we know that a globe is a really small version of all of the Earth. Okay, guys, that is it about maps. I hope you have a beautiful day. Go and complete your Google Slides. You have all the tools you need to be successful. I love you. We can do hard things. Take care.